of our robotics meeting, and today we'll create a series 3 grid plane. Now first I want to email someone, and these people will give us parts. I'll show you guys later, but I want you guys to go to first@ptc.com and email them, like copy this exact format, and through the next video, the next meeting, you guys can like use parts like these actual structural parts or motors or servos, so you can actually CAD them later. Okay. So first you create a document, and day 2, and today we'll start understanding and learning the features and becoming more advanced. So we start with a sketch, and we want to make a 40 by 40 millimeter hole. So first I want to check our units. So press the 3 lines, press workspace units, and make these millimeters. If I'm going too fast, it's fine. You can pause or just rewind. And then next, press sketch. Now I want you just to press the top sketch. This is something that a lot of people forget, which is easily avoidable. Now these are all the features, and if you haven't watched the first video, I would highly recommend it, as it probably will help you, as this is the second tutorial video on how to use Onshape. So next you can press the rectangle, and because it's a square, you can just press the center point rectangle, or you can press G. It doesn't really matter on which one you use. So if this yellow thing will help you snap onto it, and through that, if you drag your mouse all the way to the 50 and like touch it, you can see that white box, and that means you can type, and you can just press 40, enter or return, and then 40 again and return. And then next you want to press escape because you still are selected, so press escape, and that will help you unselect everything. And then if you're using a mouse, you can right click and then drag, or you can use this, I don't know, or you can just right click on your mouse by using both fingers and dragging by orienting to orient your view. Now instead of like last video, what we did, like we went through so many steps. So we sketched, extrude. We'll just do all the sketches in one and all the extrudes in another. So like first we'll see like what I mean. So press sketch, press extrude, and press this sketch. Instead of going through this whole process, we can just do it from the first sketch, instead of doing the first sketch, extrude one, and then doing another sketch on top of this to make the extra holes. So there's really no need to delete the extrude, but I can, just to show the sketch. Now what we first want to make is this linear pattern. You see how it's a 5 by 5 hole, and each one is spaced 8 millimeters. If you're doing Fusion, it's really easy, but you can press this linear pattern, or if you go to search tools above here, you can just type it out, linear pattern, and there you go. And then you can press, oh my bad, you first have to press the circle and make it. So press circle, and you want it 4 millimeters, and it's dimensioned 4 by 4. Yeah, because if we do the math, 40 minus 32 equals 8, and divided by 2 is 4. Simple math, really. But if you don't understand, it's fine. 40 minus 32, because that's the space between these and this, divided by 2, and that's just the space of here, and then 4 over here. So this is 4 millimeters off this wall, and this is 4 millimeters off this wall. And again, if it's black, then like you physically aren't able to move it, right? And that's a good thing. But if it's blue, you can be able to move. Sorry. Oh, sorry. If it's blue, then you can move it. Next, we do a linear pattern, which you can use to press here or just press this, and you can press the circle. Now, if it's a little bit cluttered, but if you can see this circle, wait, let me just take that out. If you can see, this circle is it's 3 times, so 1, 2, 3, and oops. And this one is 1 time, so it only has 1. So we want this one to be 5. We want this one to also be 5. Now it says here that it's 8 millimeters apart. So let's make that 8 millimeters apart. And then this one 8 millimeters apart. Now, because it's going upwards, we want to set it to a negative value, right? Because you want it to go downwards. There you go. And then you have to press check mark, or you can just press it once. And that's really, you first have to right click. You don't press check mark here. And then you press check mark. Then you extrude it by, I believe it says 2.5 or 3. We can just give it a random number. Oh, 2.5 millimeters thickness. Yeah. So 2.5. And there you go, you have a grid plate. So today we learned how to use a linear plate. We emailed FTC parts library so we can get like the FTC parts, and we became a little bit more advanced. And if you guys need some more clarification, GoBuilda is something that we regularly use for CAD. So if we go to my past projects for FTC, for my Onshape, I use these parts. I use motors, I use wheels, I use GoBuilda parts by exporting them onto here. So this is a part I made for like my individual CAD that will 3D print later. And I connect it by using screws. I use metal parts, which are really important. So these are the metal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this pulley over here. And then there's a pulley over here that's connected to a motor. That's connected to a dead axle. And we'll go over this. Like, this is all part of the engineering process. So thank you, and bye. See you next